back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, broadcasting from Lagos. A reminder of our main stories tonight. Christians mark Palm Sunday globally. Sultan of Sokoto dismisses Islamization agenda for Nigeria. Federal Ministry of Agriculture swoops down on a fish company in Lagos, destroys rotten fish in the plant. And a 7.5 magnitude earthquake hits off the Solomon Islands. Remember, you can read up more on our top stories on our websites, ChannelsTV.com and on YouTube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. And interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap on the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions to share your reports, pictures, and your videos. There appears to be a huge tension in Delta State following an increase in the wave of kidnapping in the state. Reports from the Delta Police Command today says the president of Ibusa Customary Courts, Lorenta Omeze, has been abducted by 4 men and taken to an unknown destination. Confirming the incident, the police public relations officer in Delta State, DSP Celestina Kalu, said the armed men double-crossed Madam Omeze in a Toyota Camry car. She says the police is making efforts at freeing the captive. Recently, the son of elder statesman Edwin Clark was also kidnapped, but set free days later. Increased economic empowerment of youths will prove an effective solution to restiveness, kidnapping, and other criminal activities in the South. That's a recommendation from the Bayelsa State Governor, Seriake Dixon, in Abuja, just ahead of the 20th International Conference of Small and Medium Enterprises. Governor Dixon described socio-economic well-being of individuals as the major index of any nation's development. He also emphasized the need for states to move from being dependent economies to productive ones with business ideas that will fast-track the nation's development.
In Bayelsa, we have a realization that development of SMEs is the right way to go. We want to turn around our economy. Of course, I've said time and time again that unless we put necessary focus and emphasis on the economy, whatever we do, roads that we build, all the things we're doing will not be sustainable. Because in the end, the human being must survive. In the end, the well-being of the individual is the major index of all forms of development.
Bayelsa State Governor Seriake Dixon. Now, every year, thousands of youths graduate to enter into the labor market, but the jobs are not enough, leaving millions of Nigerian youths jobless. The federal government is trying its best to provide more jobs, but the demands seem to be more overwhelming considering the supply of the jobs. Our big story tonight takes a look at the challenges of unemployment in Nigeria and what could be done to mitigate it. Our correspondent, Sheon Okimbaloye, reports.
When talking about unemployment rate in Nigeria, the numbers are not in any way exciting. In a population of about 160 million Nigerians, figures from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics show that over 20 million of that number are unemployed. And of that unemployed population, over 5 million are youth. And every year, about 2 million graduates enter into the labor market with little chance of securing any form of employment. Every day, thousands of Nigerians roam the streets with the hope of securing gainful employment. But sadly, most of them return home with dashed expectations. Of the over 20 million unemployed Nigerians, most of them have resorted to these kinds of trade, hawking in traffic and all manner of odd jobs just to earn something that could at least keep them alive.
You Win came about because the president recognized that the unemployment rate in Nigeria is unacceptable and must be addressed as a matter of national priority. And he has made job creation central to the transformation agenda.
In most parts of Lagos, inscriptions such as these are commonplace. Most of them are fraudulent, some showing unrealistic job requirements. Recently, the Nigerian police bust a questionable recruitment agency in the Mushin area of Lagos, sending unsolicited text messages to desperate job seekers. Job announcements have gone beyond the traditional placement in newspapers. With the vibrancy of the different online media, job advertisements are now easier to access.
With online media being very cheap, easily accessible, right, you've realized that you have a lot of candidates coming online and, putting up their resumes, but you have more of the youths actually looking for jobs.
People have often questioned the quality of graduates coming out of our universities compared to some of the jobs available. But the issue is what could be done to tackle this challenge.
Okay, they want to create wealth, and they cannot make money, cannot create wealth in employment. So if you're if you're on your own, you can make more money. So we want to encourage people to be entrepreneurs. In that way, they create more wealth. Basically, even in the schools too, I think can be part of our curriculum in the schools to look towards being an entrepreneur.
In an age where there is so much hustle for white-collar jobs, as much as the government works to provide more jobs, experts are asking that emphasis should be put on entrepreneurship.
In the meantime, the Niger Delta Development Commission has conducted electronic examinations for 4,000 candidates who applied for the Commission's Foreign Postgraduate Scholarship Scheme for 2014. The aptitude test for the scholarship program, which has been running for the past 4 years, took place at the Rivers State University of Science and Technology ICT Center in Port Harcourt. The NDDC Director for Education, Health and Social Services, Dr. Christy Atako, said that the computer-based tests are meant to ensure transparency in the selection process.
It's an annual examination carried out by the Niger Delta Development Commission. The immediate past acting managing director, who is the Director for Education, Health and Social Services, Dr. Christy Atako, says that the Foreign Postgraduate Scholarship Scheme is meant to equip Niger Delta youths with relevant training and skills for effective participation in the local content program of the federal government, as well as to position them to compete globally in various professional fields.
We want to ensure that our candidates are exposed to other environments. That is one. That's the basis for the postgraduate. We're expecting that the best 200 will come.
A representative of the consultants who supervised the examination, Mr. Ikeju Wogu, says that the electronic examination has been spread out over 3 days to ensure that there is no congestion.
The exam is intended to get credible candidates for the purpose of the NDDC Overseas Scholarship Scheme. Yes, and we want to test them to get the best.
I'll say a very big thank you because of the level of organization, no too much queuing and other things. So we are so happy, at least we are free, and they gave us a very good environment to take our test.
The program is science-based, especially areas related to the oil and gas sector that would hopefully expose the students to job opportunities. The NDDC says that it's making efforts for placement of the students with some oil companies in the region after they have graduated.
When the news at 10 returns is our special report evaluating Nigeria's apart revolution. Please join us again.